Hello, this is Marie Laveria. My channel is called Living a Simple Life, and almost 3 years ago I gave you a tour of my tiny cottage here on the southern coast of Maine. And today I am giving you a second tour because I've made a lot of changes and improvements in my space. So I will walk you through these different changes that I've made, improvements. One of the things that is different this time is that I had a dog named Rumi in my first tour, and unfortunately Rumi passed away at a young age, and we got Henry instead. So Henry's here today. He's a golden doodle. As I walk into my cottage, nothing's really changed in the kitchen too much, except I have a new sink. I have my refrigerator and stove that is called apartment size, and I have the same table here in my eating area, and the cabinet on top of the appliances is where I keep my canned foods and my dry food. Little section on the side, and the sink top and all is pretty much the same as it was in the first video, except that I got a new sink, a great big one that's deep and very handy. And when we walked in, I have the dog to maneuver here. I still have the coat rack behind the door and a shelf. It's a little bit bigger because I got rid of all my open shelving units. Instead, I have these shelving units with doors, so that there was a lot of people that had shared with me that they thought it looked too busy with all the baskets and boxes sticking out of the shelves, and I agreed with them. So I finally bought some shelving units with doors, and I bought 3 of them. I had 4 units before that, but I managed to put everything. They're a little bit bigger than the ones I were just shelving. I bought a new trash can, and I believe I have a new heater that's very quiet. And I think I didn't look at my video number 7. That was the first tour almost 3 years ago, but I believe I had these recliner rocker chairs, but I'm not sure. And so as I walk into the room, during COVID I had to move my office home, so I had a trunk here, and I used to work on top of the trunk, and I had bought, I had my office chair, and I brought from my office. But this time, in this new updated version, I bought a workbench, metal legs and wooden top, and I bought a stool. And my friend converted my old office chair that's very comfortable to have the parts of the stool that I bought. So out of that, he made a beautiful, comfortable chair for me. So I can use this this tabletop to work. I do telehealth. I'm a mental health practitioner part-time. I do mental health on telehealth. So I use this top for that, and I also use it to create my art. It's wonderful. I have a very slim treadmill here, and then this was also cubbies, open cubbies, and I had a door put there. So again, it makes it very calm, not having all this stuff sticking out. And then I got rid of the Murphy bed because a year ago I had a total shoulder joint replacement, and I could not lift my bed or bring it down without a lot of pain. So I got a extra long twin bed that's very comfortable, and the TV's on the wall, and my friend created some shelving units that I could use for the rest of my books and my altar. And so it makes it a lot more spacious. I don't have any shelving units behind the bed. I used to have some there, but when I put the bed, I took them out, and instead I bought these other 2 shelving units here next to the chairs in the room, and between them is access to my little closet that I can still get into. So these shelving units, again, make the space look so calm because there's no boxes that you have to see and, you know, see the busyness of it all. So now I will walk you into the bathroom where Henry likes to lay down when it's warm. The bathroom didn't have too many changes except one big one, and I'll show you them in a minute. So we have the shower stayed the same, and the sink is the same with the medicine cabinet. And it's the beginning of summer right now, so I have my air conditioner that's brought in. Now, in the old bathroom, the back of the toilet was on the left wall coming out, and my friend decided to put it there so we could fit in a washer dryer here, which is very nice to have. I used to have access to the ones on the premises, and that was only 10 steps away, but having my own is, you know, so much easier. So here I have behind the door a place to hang my clothing that I need to drip dry. So this is the bathroom, and the thing that I got also for this room is a thick woolen rug that the dog loves to lay down on. He usually sleeps on the left chair, but he loves to lay on the rug, stretch out. So I'm going to walk to the door and remind you all that I have a cathedral ceiling that I absolutely love. If I didn't have that, this space would probably feel slightly tight, but the cathedral ceiling makes it so much bigger. I'm going to just give you an overlook of everything here. So this is my cottage, my tiny cottage that I absolutely love. And the most wonderful thing about the cottage, I think, is the fact that it is across the street from the beach. It's 100 steps from the beach. So a little less than 3 years ago, I had this tour that I did with my cottage the way it was when I moved in. And now I'm showing you almost 3 years later, the improvements that I've made. I had a lot of feedback, and I heard them, and all wonderful suggestions. So I hope you appreciated this tour. Thank you for taking it with me. And until next time, see you then.